Hi, this is Bree, and I've got the super high-tech camera setup that involves cookware, boxes, and if you see the camera go this way, that's because it failed. We're working very low tech today. All right, so I am going to go over the Camelbak Ultra Pro. This would be hydration pack number 3 within a week. I started my week with the Vapor Half 4 liter. I was super excited by it. I got it here and it was disappointing. It had a lot of stains, it had a damage, problems with the sewing. The Velcro was pulling off in several spaces. In the bottles, I was not a huge fan, so I returned that, ordered the Salmon 5 set, and this is the 2017 version. I posted a video on that about how well those bottles fit in that pouch, which was, spoiler alert, not very well at all. I had looked at this a couple times, and every time I saw it in store, I really like the color. I'm a sucker for this blue. This is my favorite blue in the entire universe. But I was thinking, every time I looked at it, that there's no way that this little pouch was going to fit my phone, which is the problem that I have with my current circuit. I read in a review that it would fit a larger phone, got a little excited, took it to REI, went to REI, took my big phone to REI, and sure enough, this will fit at Nexus 5X. I think size-wise, it's between a iPhone 6P and a 7. I haven't been on iPhones in a couple of years, sorry. I've switched over to the Android dark side. So if you see on the side, it actually expands, so it has a lot of room to kind of pouch out. If you have a big phone, this might be the best thing ever. This is the waterproof pouch. I don't know how waterproof it is. I still Ziploc my phone because I'm a super sweaty kind of girl. With these packs, size chart is a little deceiving. On the size chart, I think it said up to a chest size 34 is a small. Next size would be medium. Going by that, I assume they meant chest size as in, you know, the largest part of your chest. I'm a 34B, which is, 36 inches at the largest point of my chest. However, looking at that little diagram that they had, it actually is this part of your chest. So if you go to the store, make sure you're fitting the pack to your shoulders and the circumference right here, because if you have too much spacing here, even if it's cinched in all the way and you have gapping in the straps right here, you're going to have bounce. And I think that if you're trying to figure out your fit, make sure that it's fitting the shoulder area, because if you have to have it cinched in all the way, you'll find that it'll be pulling into the neck, and you don't want that. That'll be an irritation. So I had tried on the medium. It was cinched down all the way, even with the sweater. Decided to go with the small, and actually this is the right fit for me, so I'm glad I went with this size and not the bigger one. Just going through this pack, you can fit a bladder back here. This has a little hooky thing. I think it'll fit a 1.5 pretty easily. I don't think you're going to get much bigger than that in there, but you can loop it through here and cross it over. It doesn't have that little cinch strap, that little clip that they have for the mouthpiece, but you can get by with using a bladder and the bottles. It also has a through pocket, which is a little harder to get to. I've kind of stubby T-Rex arms, so I could maybe stick a jacket in there and grab it, but I wouldn't put anything too, small that might bounce out. It does go in a little bit, so it's not going to just easily pop out. And then you can fit other stuff items in here if you're not going to use it for hydration. I've stuck my gloves in there. You can put a jacket, all sorts of fun stuff. On this side, you've got a small pouch, which you can use for salt tabs or medicine. I usually run with Imodium on longer runs. I have it, currently has my little iPod Nano, because it's just the right size for it. Another for nutrition, very small nutrition. I would say this, I've got my eye drops and my chapstick, because I can't run without chapstick. It's the Hurrah lip balm. I'm addicted. Then you've got these 2 bottles. One of the things that I will let you know about these bottles is that they are a little getting used to. There's a little bit of a learning curve. They have the nice wide top, so you can put ice. You can easily put your powder in there. I did not spill any when I used it. I have made way too many Scarface jokes about the amount of scratch I spilled at races, and nobody gets them. White powder, people. It's a joke. Come on. They have a lock so that you can have it not squirt you in the face. Another bonus. They do not leak. It is awesome. However, when you have them open, it is a little bit harder to draw. It's not a big deal. It just takes some getting used to. You actually have to bite down pretty hard on it to open up that flow. I don't think I would use this if I was running with my dog. I think I would still put the hydration bladder in the back and use the mouthpiece. So going into fit, I thought this was fitting completely wrong. I realized that it actually fits my body pretty darn good. So ladies, this is a good one, and I'm going to show you why. So this is a small. I moved up my straps. I didn't like them lower. I didn't like them rubbing against my rib cage, so I have it higher. So it's kind of like, I call it a second bra. It's nice and snug. It fits right here. And the nice part about these bottles is, at first I thought they were supposed to be straight up and down. If you look at the design of the pack does curve to the side. So when you put the bottles in, and they aren't that hard to get in, but the less full they get, the easier they are to kind of squish down. They fit really snug when you put it on without it being on, but as it collapses down, they get in there a little bit easier. Okay, so it curves around, and this is going right at my rib line. At first, I kept trying to fight the design and trying to get it to cinch in more so that the bottles would be more oriented closer to the Solomon pack. The more I've looked at it, the more I kind of like it going across my ribs, because it's soft, it's not bouncing as much, and I don't feel like I'm kind of tipping forward. When you have a lot of weight in the front, or if it's in the back, you kind of feel you're going forward or back. This is kind of keeping it nice and centered. Weight-wise, there was a little bit of bounce when I was trying to lock it down. Once I figured out where I wanted the straps on me and how tight I wanted them, it was much better. I found that when I had this too tight, it was drawing it in too much and it was hitting me in the neck. I'm not sure if it was the pack that was causing rub or the fact that I'm always wearing a necklace. It could have been my bra, it could have been a lot of things, but the material here is nice and soft. It's a lot more soft than the mesh material in some of the other packs, so it shouldn't cause any issues. It's easy to get into, it feels good, I think it's cute. The materials are really good on Camelbaks. They're a little bit heavier, but I was comparing the weight of this empty to some of the other packs I have around. It's lighter than the Orange Mud single hydro quiver. It's about on par, maybe a little bit lighter feeling than the 12 set. Generally, though, it's a good pack. I'm happy. I've taken it on a 10-miler so far, and anything that fits my phone, and I have the option to do different hydration customizations. Sometimes I like to have the bottles, especially races, because it's easier just to hand them off, get them filled, and go through checkpoints. But when I'm going for long distances, I sometimes like to have the bladder because I don't take that out a lot. This is offering me lots of customizations, and I like the color. I like the fit. So far, it's going to be a win for me. I've gone through several hydration packs. I've owned the Camelbak circuit, which I still use, but the pockets are too small. It doesn't fit my phone, so I find that I have to use one of the bottle pockets to fit my phone because I like to take pictures when I run, and also I tend to get lost. Yeah, I've used my map several times to help me find my way home because I tend to wander. Other packs that I use is the 12 set, which I like for longer distances, but I hate running faster, shorter distances because of all the dangly bits that get snagged up in my hair and smack me in the face. So this has no dangly bits, which is a bonus. I've owned the Orange Mud double hydro quiver, the single hydro quiver, the endurance pack. I've tried the Solomon Skin Pro 10, which was another pack that I wasn't able to get to fit me because it was too big. The 5 set 2016, the 2017, and the Ultimate Direction Ultra Vesta, the kind of a turquoisey one. So I've gone through a lot of different hydration packs, and I find that finding one that fits you to the point where you're not constantly tugging at it and getting angry at it, and that fits what you're going to do on the trail or on the road is key. So if you're looking for something that's lightweight, not super expensive, it was $120 at REI, and Camelbak has really good customer service. I've had packs that have fallen apart and they've taken care of it. So far I'm giving this a recommendation. I'm not angry at it, like a bonus. So give it a try. You might like it. And again, like you can customize it all the way down to if you're longer, thinner torso, you might be able to get these lower ones here. This would practically be a belt on me though, so I'm keeping it high. All right, have a great day. Thanks so much.